This is the first chapter of class 9th physics, motion. So let's start. The first topic is rest. How can you say the object in rest if object does not change its position with respect to time and surrounding? And how can you object in motion if object change its position with respect to time and surrounding? Okay, motion having two types: uniform and non-uniform. Uniform motion, if object covered equal distance in equal interval of time, is said to be uniform motion, and non-uniform, if object does not cover equal distance in equal interval of time, is said to be non-uniform. It may be circulatory motion, vibratory motions, and oscillatory motion. So in the physics there are two types of physical quantities. Two types of physical quantities. Two types of physical quantities: scalar quantity, and vector quantities. Scalar quantities, those physical quantities which having need to measure magnitude, not direction, but vector quantities need magnitude as well as direction. So in the scalar quantities, you distance, temperature, volume, etc. In the vector quantities, velocity, displacement, momentum, etc. So scalar quantities need only magnitude to measure it, and vector quantities and direction as well as magnitude. Okay, so this first topic is distance. How can you define distance? The length of path covered by and moving object. The length of path covered by and moving object, or the actual length of path covered by and moving object, is known as distance. While displacement is the shortest path between initial and final position of an object. So how can you differentiate? Remember student, this is a 3 meter, this is a 4 meter, and if the total distance 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, but in case of displacement, this you will get by the Pythagoras theorem: x square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. X square is equal to 9 plus 16. X equal to under root 25, and you will get 5. And displacement is 5 and distance is 7. Displacement is always smaller than distance, but remember, distance can't be 0 and displacement can be 0, and displacement is a vector quantity and distance is a scalar quantities. Okay, and distance is always measured the actual length of path, and it is measured by the shortest between the initial and final position of an object. So remember student, the difference between distance and displacement is important. So in next lecture I will discuss about the difference of that.